Here's a reminder of the tear out tools. We've talked about the tear out tools for the shapes. If I come here to the shape tool and click there, I can see all of the tools that are in that box, so they don't have such a big toolbox. But if I want to use them, I can come over here and take the tear off, and I end up with this tear off tool that is showing all of the tools that are there. Of course, the gray one is the one that you're about to use next, and I park that over the top of my box. The other thing is, like, there's two arrows in this white arrow with the plus and white arrow one, and I tear those off and I get this box right here. Now that leaves you looking at the black arrow, the selection tool that you use normally to select an object. Then you don't have to keep switching back and forth between the direct selection tool and the group selection tool. The direct selection tool allows you to pick one anchor point at a time in a shape. If I take that tool, like on this pentagon right here, I can select just that one and move it. If I want to move it, Command Z puts it back. Or I could select the top three, see they're blue and the rest are white, and move it and stretch that pentagon out a little bit somehow. Command Z will put it back. And if I were to take this this group of circles up here and Command G groups them together. Now with a black arrow, when I select them, they are all selected as a group. But if I wanted to change one of the colors, rather than ungroup them and then regroup them, I could take this white arrow with a plus and allow you to select one unit within a grayed area or within a grouped area, and I can just change its colors. I can also select that one and then go back to my black arrow, and it puts a bounding box just around that one circle in this grouped unit, and I can then shift an option key. I can raise the size of that circle, and it alone grows. Now you notice that the way these were built, they're on layers, and this is the first, second, third. You see this one is in front of that one. So I'm going to take this one again and just the red one because it's grouped, and Command Shift left bracket, I'll put it behind, so it's now behind all these layers. So you can get in and deal with selecting one at a time with the white arrow with a plus, or the group selection tool, so that anything that's grouped, you can go in and get that to work. I'm going to go Command Z and put this red thing back to where it was when we started out with. So any of the tools. Now I've got the rotate tool and the reflex tool, which is this group right here. I've got it torn out because I intend to use it. Here's a tool that has the scaling tool, the shearing tool, and the reshape tool. You can go over in the book or check these things out and go and practice your use on them. I'm not going to take the time now to go over every tool, but the scaling tool is very useful, and I leave that open because I use that most often of the group. So referring to your tools, you can say there's the eraser tool and the scissors tool and the knife tool. If you're going to use all those a lot, I would tear them out. Now here's what I normally do for my toolbox. I got the shapes tools, I got the arrow tools, and I've got the rotate and the reflex. Everything else is sort of on a really need to know basis, so if you have to go into the spray can and figure out all those little symbol scruncher tool and stuff, you might want to practice with those or look them up on a tool sheet. They're not that well used, not that important, so I don't have them torn open. But practice with them and see what it does for you. This sheet right here is called the Shape Tool Practice. You might want to just on your own, it's not an assignment or a project, but just put a couple of guidelines down here evenly across, and then make a rectangle and fit some squares and some circles and some stars inside the guidelines, and see your practice with the shape tool. And I've got a black fill and no stroke on that, and see if you can produce a page like this that works in your behalf.